soon as you hit that record button, it sort of, the energy changes. There's some sort of self conscious awareness that really kicks in, as if, I guess that's the power of thought, as if now it feels like I'm being watched. And that's not really actually true, though. I'm just speaking to a device right now, and nobody's actually watching me at this moment. So, so, like whatever, like do like whatever, like it don't matter, like it doesn't really matter, like how I act, really. I mean, unless my intention is that I want to appear a certain way to some other consciousnesses in the future. But right now, I'm not really being watched actually, and so the idea is, how can I apply that? How can you apply that to real life situations where it's difficult to just let loose and just be yourself around other people? Let's try to think about that. Well, it all comes down to the fear of what other people think of you. So it's what they think of you. So if you're afraid to let loose in front of someone else who's watching you, well, in the moment that you are, say, speaking, they're not really, I mean, maybe they're thinking, but for one, it doesn't matter what they think, but we still get the tendency to place a great amount of we get the tendency to place, how to say that, not like, it's like what people think is important. It's not like I don't care what other people think. So what other people think has value. What do they think of me has value. So it's not like you want to totally disregard what other people think. But what other people think, we have to maybe see, it's just thought. And thought is just imaginary. And so in the moment when you're around people and they got their eyes on you, well, they're just watching. And thinking might also be happening, but they could be thinking you at any other about you at any other time as well. So if people are thinking about me right now, it don't matter. I can still act however I want, and I can just let loose and whatever. So if they were watching me right now, and there was somebody right next to me right now who was watching me, well, even if they're watching me, that's not the same as thinking. So I used to be afraid or nervous of making videos like this, and now since I've done a few, it's actually kind of fun. I actually enjoy doing it, and I still get the tendency to put them on Facebook or wherever, and then start worrying what other people think of it, and maybe that I'm doing something wrong, or that I'm not good enough or whatever, and then you take it down, and then it's very strange, that whole thought construct of what I should be doing based on what other people think of me. Makes no sense, really. It's totally crazy. Um, so from here on, my my practice is going to be just letting loose around other people and just actually being free and not putting on some kind of mask or not, and just being myself. And like, if you know, like, why are we afraid to just be ourselves around other people? Why is that? Fear, and fear must be the belief that something bad will happen if you just be yourself. But bad things happen all the time. Bad things can happen at any time of the day. So maybe, you know, maybe more good things might start to happen. Who knows? Maybe things will start to change in one's life or others' lives. So like maybe it all don't matter. It don't matter what people think of you. So you can act however you want. You can just do whatever you want. You can just like fucking whatever. Like whatever. Like just let fucking loose and just. But maybe like that's not very skillful all the time. Even though maybe it's funny or it's fun, just to just to act weird and but there's got to be balance, and there's got to be, you can't be crazy all the time. You got to sometimes try and focus your attention and try to connect and sort of calm your mind and be present in the moment and listen.